last reported southbound on Highway 99.
Can you give me more info on that call? Just put in another call. I'm headed over there. Closing fast on the vehicle that matches the description. That report body. All units better get mission 2.
Hey, what's happening everyone? I am Sir James from Gamerfuzion.com, and for this video I'm here to provide you with my brand new series called Battlefield HardLine 101. In this series I'll be providing you guys with tips, tricks, DLC coverage, weapon reviews, and much more in regards to Battlefield HardLine. And in today's video I'm here to provide you guys with a really helpful tip, which is how to get the most money and to level up fast within Battlefield HardLine. So obviously the game mode that is recommended here is by playing Hotwire, and Hotwire is an objective based mode where your objective is pretty much similar to Conquest, but rather than capturing a territory, instead you're going to be capturing one of the vehicles on the map and try to run them up to speed in order to gain points and to achieve a victory. So before we actually jump into the actual matches themselves, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the weapon attachments, items, and of course boosts in which you should use, which are definitely going to help you benefit your score and of course to level up and earn money much faster. So let's go ahead and start with the actual boosts themselves. For those of you who are familiar with Battlefield, you will know that some of the items you can get are battle packs, and battle packs range from bronze all the way to gold, and these things contain weapon camouflages, attachments, and of course a boost, and the boost will definitely grant you some of the following items. So here is our boost. Now the way boosts work within Battlefield HardLine works like this. If you choose to activate a boost, you're going to assign that boost to a specific class on the actual field. So let's say right now I assigned the assist 25% boost onto my operator class. That means that anything that's going to benefit from this boost will only get through the operator class. So let's say this is on my operator class and I choose to play as a sniper, meaning that I'm not going to get the additional points from this. Only my operator class will benefit from this boost, so you have to keep that in mind. And of course you can activate the boost at the start of the game or every time you pop up your map if you haven't done so already, but just do keep in mind that when you activate a boost, only your assigned character this is equipped with will only benefit from that. So anyways, back to Hotwire. Now Hotwire, as I stated, is basically mostly involves vehicles and objectives. So here are the most two recommended boosts that you should definitely carry, and like I said, these are only achieved random through battle packs, so it's not a guarantee that you're always going to get these, but if you're a Battlefield veteran, you're at least going to get two of the items on which I'm about to show you. The first one here is if you're a Battlefield veteran, you're going to get this massive 200% objective boost. So for a game mode like Hotwire, you definitely want to take advantage of this boost, especially if you're going to be a passenger or a driver of the vehicle. This is the way to go. So all you have to do is just keep driving around and you're going to score a massive amount of points, and it's definitely going to help you to level up and to get all that additional money which you could use to buy additional weapons and items. The second one is if you're choosing to play as an engineer style class and you're going to be a passenger in the majority of the vehicles in game, then this is definitely one that you want to have. It's called the gearhead one. These are pretty common within battle packs. There is a 25%, 50%. I'm pretty sure there is a 75% and 100%, but I haven't really seen those yet. So once again, the main two that you want to have here is the objective boost and the gearhead. Now there is one more boost here that you could actually use, and this is if you're going to take the offensive by setting up traps and trying to destroy the opposing team's vehicles as they pass you by. In this case, you either want to have something like team play or you want to have quick draw, which is definitely going to help every time you get kills, or if you're hanging out with a bunch of your friends setting up ambushes, then definitely having a team play here or assist points is definitely going to help you out a lot. But like I said, the main two if you're going to be involved with vehicles is the objective boost and the gearhead. Now let's go ahead and go over the actual weapon loadout and some of the items in which you should take. So here is my most recommended items. For the Enforcer class, which is basically the heavy assault, basically that's going to carry all the shotguns and all that fun stuff, they have a really useful gadget in which you do actually need to buy first, and it is called the breaching charge, which is right here. I believe it's about $22,000 or $23,000 that you have to spend for it, but it's definitely well worth it in the end, because in the clips in which you're about to see in just a moment, you could rank up some massive kills with this. And of course, what I like to do, if you don't care about your kill death ratio, is you could also use yourself as bait, because the majority of the time when you get a kill with this, that vehicle is pretty much going to be full of people, whether it's the 2 passenger vehicles or the van that carries like 4 or 5 additional units. But the breaching charge is definitely one of my most recommended items here, and of course the shotgun does a really good job dealing damage to the vehicles. I believe they nerfed it a little bit, but still does a good amount of damage, and of course it's a nice way to kind of kill some of the passengers as they pass you by. But the breach charge is definitely something that you're going to want to have. Alright, next up is the mechanic. Now the mechanic automatically already has the M79 grenade launcher. So if you're choosing to be a passenger with one of your buddies, or trying to aim at the vehicles that are passing you by, this is definitely going to help out. Now this is not going to destroy the vehicles all in one shot, but it's definitely going to help you deal some major damage, especially if you're in the van and trying to defend from the rear of the vehicle. And the other item that you're definitely going to have here is the repair tool. It's only 5,400 points. I haven't really been playing as the mechanic too long, so I'm not going to buy this just yet. But this is definitely the other item you want. Now, of course, there is some other cool stuff here, such as sabotage. Now, sabotage, the way this works is that it's basically a booby trap for the vehicle. So what you do is that you go to the objective vehicle, you place this charge, meaning that if anyone that is not from your team, gets into that vehicle, they're just gonna blow up right there. So a lot of times most people don't go for the big fuel truck, so this is definitely one of the ideal place to set this, is on the fuel truck, because not really anyone goes for it, especially since it's a really big target and you could easily get a kill with this, or 2 if you're lucky enough. So that's definitely a recommended item. And of course, all classes have this as an additional option called Stunt Driver. Now this one allows you to have a nice quick accelerating boost. It's basically almost like a nitro for your vehicles. It's definitely something I would recommend, especially if you're mostly driving the vehicle. So if you're going to be the driver the majority of the time, then Stunt Driver, even though it's really expensive, it's definitely extremely helpful, especially when you're going to be playing bumper cars with the opposing vehicles. So those are my recommended gadgets right there. As for the weapons, you're going to notice that in Battlefield HardLine, scattered across the maps, you're going to find weapons already there, such as Stinger missiles for the chopper, rocket launchers, and of course the massive LMGs. And based on my experience and what I've seen thus far, at least on the Xbox One side of things, I noticed not really many people go for those. And those are definitely one of the key items on the actual game, in the maps themselves, because the rocket launchers are going to help eliminate the enemy vehicles, and of course the Stinger missiles are definitely going to help out take care of the choppers, because the choppers can be a real major pain depending on the map, such as some of the more open world areas. So those are pretty much the most recommended things here. So anyways, that's pretty much it that you need to know in terms of weapon layouts, and of course some of the other tips here as well. But pretty much if you use these items and you're really good at it, you're going to rank up a lot of points. And for me, I've already bought like 7 items with this method, and I'm still, as you can see, I still have a lot of stuff to get, which eventually I will, but I'm mostly buying weapons and whatnot. But anyways, I hope this video was extremely helpful for you guys. If you have any questions, leave that in the comment section down below, and if there's anything specific that you would like to learn within Battlefield HardLine, let me know in the comment section down below.